Which way you going, mister? Oh, hi. Feeling better?
Yes.
Ricardo?
Oh, yes, this young man found me wandering in the street and helped me to the hospital. Oh, and I think he dropped this card. I had to pawn my watch from Doe. I didn't think they'd be amused.
Well, what name did you? The Moon?
Wait a minute. Did you say you had to pawn your watch? Wouldn't the guys that mugged you try and grab?
Oh, hi, Ricardo.
Hi, Candy. Who's your friend?
Oh, this is Jeff.
Hi. J-E-F-F?
Hey, you on a case?
Uh-huh. You see that big guy across the street?
Oh, yeah.
You think Jeff could read us lips from here?
He can't make out a word. He's speaking a foreign language.
Get anything?
An earful of noise.
He was talking to someone in a foreign language. You think he could be a foreign agent? Well, I've got film to develop.
What
are you doing?
9, 10, 11, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. 9 degrees.
Big deal. Look at this.
69 degrees on May 6th at night.
Florida, maybe? Or Texas, Arizona, someplace like that?
It would be easier to find a needle in a haystack.
Stolen watch?
Dr. Kepler? Our Mr. Kepler loses his memory, except for a flashback of an eclipse. And then when he goes to register at a hotel, the name Johannes Kepler pops into his head.
Maybe he was an astronomer himself.
Plainclothesmen following him.
I don't think he's with the police.
I've got something.
I hope it's not the measles.
Montana or Colorado or someplace like that.
Hold on, that's too far in that temperature.
Oh, and check if there's an astronomer in the area or an observatory or something.
From outer space.
Looks like we had a visitor.
You still do.
Seem to have been looking for something. You mean Mr. Oh, what was his name?
How this fell into your hands? That's a long story, sir. Somebody in that meeting recognized those sounds. They sent a goon after you to trail you and take it. That's it. I bet those guys are foreign agents, and they have to find the tape before someone else could break the code. Whenever there's trouble, well, they're on the double.
I'd rather see you disappear.
Come on, Vicky, watch.
Just tell me if you want me to. I'm not all that stuff.
Iron chains can't hold the great Ricardo.
You the Bloodhound gang? Did you catch a dangerous criminal?
A lot of them.
Sounds like a phony one to me. A counterfeiting scheme? Sounds like a bunco game. Wait for me. Us magicians never tell. Just barely spring.
But it's a fine...
85 degrees, sir.
I get it. The glass lets the sunlight in, but traps the heat.
Exactly.
But that money-making machine has got to be a swindle.
Once Gramps makes up his mind.
Quid. Stanley Quid. The name's a fake. Remember he handed me his cap? I saw the initials on the sweatband.
SQ.
I'll stake out the house, and I'll also try and get his license number.
Right.
The car won't be easy to trace. It doesn't have a license.
I'll check for a police record. What are you gonna do? Play your Houdini chain escape again?
What are you doing here? He's skipping out.
Whenever there's trouble, we're there on the double, right? What's the hurry? He's not going anywhere.
Caught him red-handed, sir.
Is there a reward offered for squinting at? Looks like we got stood up. It's just dozen that bird watcher over there. For what? Should we? There must be dozens in town.
That's right. He's laying down some kind of a story. He hasn't been in the Florida sun. But why would he give us the name of a hotel that was torn down years ago?
Maybe he didn't know.
Well, then he's been out of town for a long time.
Or out of circulation. Didn't he tell you he could always spot a detective? Well, only someone mixed up with the law would know something like that. A cop? Or a crook?
I vote crook. Say he has been out of circulation. He must have come out of one of those shops.
Well, I'll go check.
Well,
How would you like a description of the guy in the white... He has a neck like a bull, wears a size 20 collar, and his sleeves are 35 inches long. He weighs about 235 pounds. Plenty of muscle. He has his shirts custom made. He went to pick... I already have a line on him. His name is not H. Ware. Last name Richard, first name Mo, middle initial B. That was the moniker he left at the shirt shop. And he lives at the Essex Hotel.
Nice going, Ricardo.
I heard. He'll call us?
I'll let the police know that we think Flash Jordan, alias the New Orleans Kid, is in town.
Well, we'd better get to size 20 collar before he does. No telling what Flash has in mind. I'll meet you at the Essex Hotel. That big fish got away. Checked out 3 days ago.
3 days ago? That's when Flash busted out of prison.
No forwarding address. The desk clerk spotted him coming out of the Melville Arms.
That's just a few blocks across town. Let's go.
Save your legs. I just called the Melville.
Checked out.
Yesterday. After half a day.
No forwarding address, huh?
No, that big guy's running scared.
Say he read that Flash busted out of jail.
And knows Flash is out to get him?
Right.
He could be holed up anywhere. That blue book.
What blue book?
The desk clerk says the whale carries a book under his arm like a pet poodle.
What would you guys do without me?
Spill it.
Moby Richards is an ex-wrestler. Used to bill himself as the human whale. Hijacked a security truck.
A goldbutt caper with Flash Jordan?
None other. They were both penned up for 12 years, but the human whale got out 5 weeks ago for good behavior.
And Flash busted out in a hurry.
Right.
We've got to get to him first.
Thanks.
But he's not hopping very far.
Here's something.
Like Vicky said, he likes the neighborhood. But he's sure making himself hard to trace.
Say, all the hotels make a kind of a square.
Or a circle. He could be circling around something.
His buried loot?
His car?
His garage.
So it's never more than a short walk. Find the garage and we find the white limo.
He's got it all right.
How do you know for sure?
The guy at the hotel said he was short of cash this morning. He wanted to pay his bill in gold.
Chase.
Skip, run back to the office. Flash Jordan,
The New Orleans Kid?
the escaped convict, he said he'd call us back.
Mammal.
Let Flash know where to find the white limo and then call the police and tell them that an
Okay.
Moby Richard in person. Funny place to carry a wrench. The human whale threw the book at him. It weighs a ton. He was the only one to leave before everybody started yelling that their pockets were picked. That dime store wallet in my pocket feels as loaded as a rat trap. Watch.